Hey everyone, how's it going today? Hope you all are having an awesome day today. Today we are going to be doing something slightly different, but before we get into anything, I'm going to show some time lapses of what I've been doing. I've done probably 2.5 hours of work since the last video. There's just been a lot of little details that I've been trying to solve, and I also built out a few things. Let me show you really quickly, and then we'll jump right into things. Okay, so now that those time lapses are out of the way, you can tell that I have done quite a lot of work. The main portions being getting the beryllium outposts kind of set up to mine out that new area. I also worked on mining out new holmium. I also worked on a bunch of things. Trying to get the base in order so that we can continue and eventually get to some energy science. We're very close, but I have one thing that I would like to work on before we get there. And in order to do that, we are going to be heading off planet. We are going to be heading to our Vulcanite planet. And we are going to be doing some core mining. Now, this is going to require a lot of different things to go into it. So let me explain what I'm thinking before we jump into things. The first thing is that if we look here, if we look here in our logistic network, you'll see right now that we have 86,000 iron ore, 26,000 copper ore, a ton of stone, and I think that's, well, and we also have somewhere here. Oh, maybe we're actually recycling rare metals already. Let me see. Rare metals. Yeah, I'm not seeing any rare metals. Okay, which means that, like, we have some enriched stuff, which is probably garbage from something, but I think that we're already recycling rare metals, so that's good. But we're not recycling this iron ore or copper ore. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to Znok. First things first is we are going to fix the water issue that keeps cropping up here. It has to do with like the output of these. I'm just going to burn off extra water if like there is water. Like if this gets above 13,000, I'm going to start burning it off. So that's the first thing. Besides that, we have plenty of power here, right? We can make up to 700 megawatts, and I still have more turbines that I could power. So you know we're not exactly like short on power here. So what we're gonna do? Oops, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we have one core seam right here that we are gonna work on mining out. We also have Vulcanite here and here. I think that what we're gonna do for this is we are going to actually mine out this Vulcanite in addition to this core seam. Now, there are diminishing returns the more you mine out core seams on a single planet. So if you want to, you can read about it in Informatron. But basically, if I have one core seam and I want to double the output, I would need a total of 4 core seam miners working to have doubled the output from one. And then if I want to double that output, I would have to, or no, if I want to triple the original output, I guess, so it's slightly different, I would have to have 9 total. And it keeps being, raised to the next power. So like if I wanted to, double or quadruple the original output, I would have to have 16 total core miners. So you can kind of see where this is going. It's best to have fewer core miners on more worlds than more core miners on one world because of the diminishing returns, especially when it comes to productivity. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to mine out the core seam, just this one core seam to start with, and this Vulcanite. We're going to give priority to whatever's coming from the core seam in order to maximize the amount of Vulcanite. So let me show how this works. If we look at this, here's what we'll get. We'll get a core fragment, and we'll be able to process it in a pulverizer. It's going to take 20 core fragments, but it's going to make 25 Vulcanite and 0 to 4 standard core fragments. It's also going to make 1 stone and 4 pyroflux, which is interesting. So we're going to have to deal with the pyroflux. The original core, it also produces 0 to 4 standard core fragments, which we can also then process further. Not that one, this one here, which will give you 8 iron ore, 8 copper ore, 4 coal, 8 stone. 32% of the time it will give you uranium, 8 raw metals, 32 crude oil, 16 mineral water, 16 regular water, and 4 pyroflux. Now, in order to deal with all the byproduct core fragments, we are actually going to ship them back to Novice alongside the... I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do with the pyroflux that we get from this, right? So this gets 4 pyroflux. We have a couple options. We can barrel it, which would be a little bit of a pain, but we could. We could use it somehow on this world, which seems less likely. We could void it, which seems pretty weird, but I suppose it's possible. What I'm thinking is this. We want to maximize the amount of resources that we're doing, and part of the reason that we're going to be using a core seam miner is because it is reliable. It's not going to run out of resources, and I'm not going to have to as often be running around trying to make new mines, right? So I'd like to use the pyroflux, and I think that barreling it is probably the best way to do it. So what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to use these core fragments that we get as a byproduct of these, and we're going to make a small base here that makes... I don't know about everything that we need, but it's going to make a bunch of things that like will help this base. It's going to hopefully make the base a bit more robust. And then whatever core fragments that we don't use in order to do that, right? Because it makes all the, you know, standard things that we need, right? Iron, copper, coal, stone, raw rare metals, and so on and so forth. Whatever core fragments that we don't use, and, you know, getting the balance right is going to be difficult too. I think then we will ship back to Novice. Now these stack in 20s, so it's not a great way to ship materials, but it's better than shipping them all back like individually, obviously. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how this plan is going to work out, to be entirely honest. It could be terrible. It could be awesome. I haven't done this before, so we'll just have to find out and see. But yeah, so that's the plan. I am going to grab a bunch of resources. I'm also going to grab probably more core miners. Like, I think I'm going to grab a total of 4. And then I'm going to grab a bunch of buildings to work on, or to make the base over there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to have an area, not sure where yet, but we're going to have an area that's dedicated to bringing in off-world core fragments that are like the standard core fragments, processing them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a recycling system set up where we have trains bringing iron ore here and copper here, you know, and rare metals here, and so on and so forth. That's going to prioritize using those materials over the mined materials, right? So like, you know, from each of the different patches, right? So it's going to prioritize using the recycled stuff first. That way we can, you know, start to actually maximize the amount of resources that we're using. And then after we're done with all of that, because Vulcanite is definitely the kind of like a bottleneck right now for pretty much everything that we're doing. You know, we've been short on pyroflux for ages. After we're done, you know, setting all this new stuff up, then we can get back to actually progressing with science. But this, I think, needs to take priority. So that's the plan. So I'm going to work on that, and or at least work on grabbing the buildings, and then I will be right back. All right, guys. So I have just absolutely destroyed my base's resources. As you can see, everything is looking kind of low inside the mall because I have just pilfered it. So we took a lot of modules. Oh, I should take some more beacons, actually. I only have like 10. You can just see here, we have a smorgasbord of different items, buildings, even have some concrete to make things look cool because, I mean, you know, I am getting to the stage of the game where not only should things be functional, but I think they should look cool as well because I have the resources to do so for the most part. Obviously, still a little short on some things, like what the frig is this waiting on? Pipes? Yeah, just not making enough pipes. This poor building has made 63,000 pipes by itself. And this one's made 1,300 underground. So, you know, the pipes department needs some help, but that's okay. I really do need some more pulverizers, though. I'm hoping, let me see, how many do I have here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 pulverizers. I'm hoping that there are possibly some more over here in storage, too. If I look up okay, there's 35 over there, too, so that should be plenty. And in fact, there are tons of items over here anyways that I'm sure will be useful, helpful to us. But yeah, I'm planning on trying to make like as much of a base as possible. I probably won't make you guys watch all of that because it's probably going to be just a little bit tedious, you know, setting up probably some refineries and things like that. Speaking of, I should grab more chemical plants. Yeah, so anyways, we are pretty much ready to head over and have some fun. I've never, like I said, I've never dealt with core seams before, so this is going to be a first for me. We'll see how it goes. Probably should grab some more warehouses too. Let's grab some more circuits and things like that. I've grabbed a lot of inserters. I don't know, man. I have no idea what else on Earth we could possibly need after this. But, you know, we're going to plan like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Before we go, though, we should set up a warehouse, or sorry, a landing pad for where we're going to... What the frick is that? Oh, it's a rocket coming. I was like, I saw the vehicle, and I was like, what the heck is that? Okay, so anyways, sorry about that. Yeah, so we need to figure out a place where we're gonna handle all these core seams, right? There is a lot of room out here. And I have a feeling that this is going to be an increasingly large operation because, you know, the goal in the future would be to like be working on getting the core seams mined on several planets. Like, you know, trying to get all of the major resources from core seams specifically. And, you know, we have almost all of them here. So we'll need to be doing more recycling of all that. So to that end, we're not going to set up the rail just this second, but we are going to fly all the way up here. I think that this giant open area up here, like way towards the top of our base, and we'll even be able to landfill a very, very good portion of this. We have like 20,000 landfill right now, which we'll definitely be able to make use of eventually over here. But I think that this area up here is going to be super nice for this. Like, starting... I mean, we don't even need this mineral water. We've got so much over here. Plus, we're going to be getting mineral water from our core seams, right? So, like, we don't even have to worry about that. So, we do want to set up a cargo landing pad up here. I'm just trying to figure out where our tracks would go. Like, maybe the tracks would go, like, up this way. So maybe we want to set it up, like, down here, possibly. Yeah, let's set it up here. And let's make sure we name it. So this is going to be not novice landing pad. This is going to be... Actually, you know what? So I'm trying to think, like, what you can do, actually, in... your rocket silos is instead of specifying a destination, you can how does this work? I think, yeah, look, you can do this. You can say any landing pad with name, and so you can basically have it go to specific landing pads based off of the name and not based off of the planet, which could be cool. But I'm thinking that in this case, we're just gonna name this like, we're just gonna name this Vulcanite core seam landing pad. I don't know, because it's gonna come in with all the stuff from there, like the Vulcanite, Pyroflux, and all the extra core seams, right? So I think that this is fine. We'll deal with all the setup here later, but I just want somewhere to land when we come back, because that is going to be very important. And apparently I'm out of rocket fuel, so I'm just going to run back. I will be right there with you. Okay, guys, so here we are. I just caught a ride on the uranium train on the way back. Looks like our base is out of rocket fuel. Wow, that is shocking. Let's just grab some right here. Okay, cool. So yeah, anyways, so we're gonna head over there. I think the reason our base is short on everything right now is no Vulcanite. And look at that, we only got like probably 10,000 Vulcanite back at most. So our Vulcanite is hurting, and like, yeah, we're going to make a bunch of Pyroflux right now, but it's not going to last. It's going to be gone so quickly. So we need to do this pretty quickly here. All right, I think we're ready to go. we are going to head on over. We're going to say launch on green signal when fuel full, and we're just going to tell it to go right now. And then we'll, you know, start cleaning up on the other side. But yeah, this is definitely been needed for a little bit of time. I've been putting it off, trying to get, you know, through all the sciences, but at some point you just gotta say, hey, this is way more important because my base is gonna die without it, basically. So this is gonna be fun. There's gonna be lots to do here. Let's throw down a warehouse here. And we're gonna just try and transfer everything over, huh? I don't really have that much belt, do I? I only have like 1,000 belt. Yeah, hopefully it's enough. Hopefully it is enough. I really don't know, to be honest. Let's grab all this, all this, all this, all this, all this. Okay. Sheesh. I did not want all this. This stuff. Goodness sakes. Yeah, so I grabbed like a little bit of everything, honestly. Alright. There we go. Alright, so that's pretty much everything, I think. Did I get it all? I think I got it all. This thing, wow, has a lot of extra rocket parts. You know what? Let's grab like 5. Let's grab a whole rocket's worth of stuff, honestly. Let's just do that. Let's grab a bunch of rocket fuel. You know what? Because we're gonna make another station, right? So let's grab, I don't know. It's a lot of rocket parts and stuff. We're gonna just grab it all. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough rocket fuel, but I hope it is. So yeah, we're gonna just like grab stuff from here, I suppose, and then like work on it. I don't know. Let's actually turn this into a storage warehouse, huh? So we're gonna change that in 1 second here to be a storage warehouse. Yep, there we go. That way it's, you know, accessible to the bots. They can take what they need. Give it to me, whatever is needed. So, yeah, let's get cracking on this. So, first things first is we're going to grab, let's see, let's build it out first, right? Yeah. So let's grab some big mining drills. Let's grab our pulverizers. I have no idea how many we're going to need. Let's grab our belts. And we have more belts in storage here too if we need them, I believe. So I think we'll be okay. Although I think the belts are probably the one thing I did skimp on a bit. Let's grab our core mining drill. Our centrifuges, which is going to be for the Vulcanite processing. Our industrial furnaces. And the great news is that there is oil here. So we'll be able to use that oil for the petroleum. In fact, we can even prod mod that once we get a second. Yeah, so let's fly on down here and work on this core mining drill. This thing is huge, and it takes 25 megawatts. I have no idea how quickly it works or anything like that. It says 100 per second. Wow. Oh, that's the mining speed. Okay, so it's expecting 6 fragments per second, right? So if it's expecting 6 fragments per second, it's probably going to come out like this, right? And let's see, we can hook this up like down here, I suppose, would be the closest power. Sick, check it out. All right, it's all on one side of the belt. So let's balance this out. There we go. All right, and so if it's doing 6 per second, let's see how much that can supply, right? So this takes 20 seconds. So this can do 1 per second, right? So we need 7 total pulverizers to be able to use it all, right? So let's do 1, 2. Let's do it like this. So these are going to be doing this. Sick. And this is making pyroflux too, so we're going to have to deal with that. But I will detail that momentarily. We don't really have much steel here, do we? I guess we'll just put it into storage tanks for the time being. Right down here. Let's see how we're going to do this. Let's do it right down here. All right. So we're going to just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Oh, shoot. We just dropped a bunch of core fragments all over the ground. Okay. There we go. Let's throw these in here. And there we go. Okay, so we need 7 of these, right? But let's do this. So, oh, we can prod mod that. Sick! That's awesome. And then let's also do... We're going to do 8. Eight's a nice number. So we'll do stack inserters like so. And then this is going to be speed modules. And then this can be, honestly, smashed right up against it. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, right? And then right there we go. Boom, boom. And then we'll throw a substation right in here. Beautiful. Let's grab another substation right here. Sick. All right. So not only do you get like the core fragments themselves. Oh, check it out. Created our first core fragment at 120 hours into the game. Very sick. So not only do you get the core fragments themselves as a byproduct, you also get to do this with productivity bonuses. So it's pretty insane, like how many resources you can get from this. And let's move that right up here, I think. Okay. Oh, shoot. This isn't going to work, man. I have to move this slightly. Ah, man, I'm just making a mess here, aren't I? All right, let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'm just making an absolute mess of things. Okay, we need to hook this up like this. I have a feeling that this is going to make way more pyroflux than I'm expecting, and I'm going to be like kind of overwhelmed with how many barrels I'm going to have to send back, which is why I brought some delivery cannons, so we can send barrels back like this. Not exactly sure how we're going to get all the barrels. We can make some from the iron here, but that's about it. We have a little bit of iron ore, but not really anything like worth bragging about. Nothing worth writing home about, anyways. All right, so we needed 8 of these, so let's copy this. And of course, I forgot frickin' cliff explosives. You gotta be joking me, man. I always forget some stupid thing or other. Dude, let me go see if I have cliff explosives here. I am desperately praying that we have cliff explosives, because I will be a little bit peeved at myself for forgetting those, because... Okay, we do have some. Okay, we have some. We have literally 2. Oh my god. Alright. Well, that is very frustrating, of course, because this is a very cliff-heavy planet, and of course... I didn't bring any, which is dumb. I should have known better. All right, but there we go. There's all of our buildings, and we can hopefully work around the cliffs for the rest of what we're going to be doing. We do have to deal with the stone, too, which freaking sucks, man. I hate having to deal with all the extra stone. Yeah, dealing with the stone is going to kind of suck. All right, but anyways... we can now deal with the output as well, and hopefully that's not too bad. Let's just do this, like this. There we go. Okay, and then drop 1, 2 on the near side and 2 on the far side. Let's also copy this, mirror it, flip it, and do that. There we go. Boom. All right, so we've got all our output. Okay, maybe we won't make like an insane amount of pyroflux. I guess in my head it's like more than it probably actually is, but we'll see. I have a feeling this will fill up more quickly than I expect even still. All right, now we have here somewhere, yeah, we have here a working copy of this. And then we just need to figure out where to put it. So this is going to be, oh wait, that's all the, we need to crush this stuff first, obviously. Whoops. So let's grab this. And grab that. All right, so this is going to be right over here. And we're not running into any cliff issues just yet, so that's good. But okay, so this is going to be one. This is going to do all of the crushing of all this stuff. Check it out. There we go. All right, so that's all the crushing of our Vulcanite. We are going to mine that out, but I want to wait a second for that. Frick. How are we going to deal with all this stone, man? There's going to be so much stone. And what are we going to do with it? I mean, we can try shipping it back, but even still, I have a feeling that it's going to make so much stone. It's going to be insane. All right, we're going to do 2 warehouses of stone over here. And this makes stone too, doesn't it? What does this make? Yeah, it makes more stone. Oh my gosh. We're just flooded with stone, honestly. All right, so we're gonna do this. Let's see. No, not like that. It has to be like this. Otherwise, it won't work for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy that, paste it here. We're gonna go in. Wait, how does this output stone? Oh shoot, it outputs it the other direction. Okay, we just need to change which direction this is pointing. Yeah, so this stone, I think we're gonna have to ship back to Novice somehow. I don't know. I really don't know what we're gonna do with it. It's just, I wish it didn't. I wish we didn't have it all. But such is life. You got to deal with it, and I guess put it to the best use we can. Definitely won't ever need to mine out a stone planet, I don't think. All right, there we go. And then last but not least, down here, let's pull this down a little bit. And then we're going to output to the right, stone, boom. All right, got a little bit of Vulcanite there, but that's okay. All right, sick. So that's stone dealt with. And then we'll also do this. Sweet. And shoot, this is not gonna work, is it? Ah! All right, gotta move this a little bit. There we go. All right, not pretty, but I don't have cliff explosives, so beggars can't be choosers. All right, and then we just need to hook these 2 lines up. Ooh, we got to deal with core fragments too. Okay. On second thought, nope, stop it. Oh my god, I'm making a mess of things, aren't I? Vulcanite. All right, I'm making a mess of things. It's fine. Let's just pick up all this. Oh, I can't pick it all up. All right, come on. Come on. All right. There we go. You know what we could also do is, with the oil that we have here, we could also turn the pyroflux that we get, instead of barreling it and sending it back, we could also turn it into something useful like solid rocket fuel. That would be kind of a good thing, actually, I think. Okay. Pick up that just for the core fragments that we don't need, right? Put them here. And then let's underground this right here. So this can just come right like this. There we go. Okay, check it out. That is Vulcanite being crushed then. All from just one core mining drill. So that we're making resources from nothing right now, which feels really good. Well, kind of. Alright, cool. So then we need to put in this enriching plant. And how are we going to do this? Let's see. I think we can do it like this, right? Like, this is expandable, is it not? Wait, let's see. Let's put it in, like, right here, right? Like, eventually we'll be able to get rid of those cliffs and stuff. Yeah. I think that seems good. We'll be able to expand it this way. And, yeah, so we'll be good with this, I think. Okay, cool. Let our bots do all the hard work while we just sit back and let them do it, which feels so nice, by the way. Okay, cool. And then last but not least, we need this little section right over here, which... how does this work? I don't know how this works. How does it work? Let's see. I mean, we can just copy this, right? Yeah. So this should be expandable too, I think. Like, this doesn't line up very nicely. First of all, it, like, crosses into the Vulcanite. But we can do this, I think. Oh, wait. I think it should actually be like this. Which I think is fine for us. Let's move it like here. And then we can get rid of this, some of this stuff down here. A little bit. It's not perfect. I gotta remember exactly what all this stuff is meant for. This is supposed to hook up here, right? We need to hook up water, right? Yeah, we need to hook up water and petroleum, and then we need to deal with... Oh, we did deal with steam. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is like basically already done. We're just gonna have to start exporting this stuff, right? We've got a handful of core seams down, core fragments down here, and a little bit of stone, but not much. And so that's what we're going to be exporting alongside the enriched Vulcanite. And then we can also possibly use this pyroflux. I mean, we're not going to be able to make that much rocket fuel with it, right? Like, surely it's not very much. Yeah, so it takes 60 pyroflux. I mean, we could do it, right? Like, we can make iron plates instead of making steel, right? We can make, instead of making steel to make barrels, we can make iron and make rocket fuel, and we can export rocket fuel. That's kind of a cool thing to export. So we are going to deal with, I guess, some of these core fragments here, right? So that's kind of cool. Okay, so that is all good. Oh, and this gets productivity bonus too, which is pretty sweet. But okay. So this down here, we need to hook up correctly. So this is meant for sulfur coming in. So we're going to have to run a sulfur belt down here. This is meant for this, I believe. Yep. That is meant for that. All right, power everything up. I need to grab some modules, though. I mean, that stuff won't start working anyways just yet. Let's go grab some modules from the base over here. Let's see. Oh, bot's already delivered it. Very nice. Can get rid of all that stone. We're down to 300 transport belts. I think that we have a handful more here, which is nice. And do we have anything else? I think we have blue belts somewhere. Possibly. I don't know. Somewhere here I think we have some blue belts, which we would be able to use, but we'll see. We have 500 belts right now. We just need to do a little bit more belting anyways, so it's not like a big deal. Let's put all the modules in before things get started. Definitely don't want to be missing out on any value. That's the whole point of all this. And then let us run this belt for sulfur. And let's see, where's the sulfur belt going to come from? Ooh, it's a little bit further than it was in my mind's eye at least, but that's okay. All right, let's do this. Ready? We're going to jump on the belt. Come on, stop it. Dude, the rocks in this planet are nuts. There's so many, and my inventory just ends up full of stone. Sweet. All right, we're almost there. Nice. All right, that is, oops, looks like I missed some stone. That should be sulfur coming. Yeah, so well, let's fix up these belts here really quickly. Nice. All right, cool. Okay, cool. So that is going to be that. We are going to have to get sand. Wait, do we have to get sand? No, we don't have to get sand. I'm just kidding. We do need to get water, though. Where on earth are we getting water from? Are we going to run water down from up here? Possibly, yeah. I mean... So I guess we need to run two pipes, right? We need to run water, and we need to run... Yeah, we need to run two pipes. We need to run water, and we need to run petroleum gas. Okay, that's fine. All right, so this is water here. Okay, and then how are we going to get petroleum gas in here, huh? Let's get rid of that warehouse. We are going to have to do something about... Okay, let's just switch this up really quickly. Okay. There we go. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can do this. All right, we're going to just copy paste these all the way, or at least as far as we can. This kind of stinks, and I can't really hold and run, but it's also faster than like doing this twice, I think. So okay, and then let's cut these here. Probably gonna have to grab some more pipe here momentarily, but we can run water down right here. Oh, we just passed it. We just passed it. Wait, how the frig did that work? Oh, I was like, I thought we started right next to this belt, but we started next to a different belt. Okay, this is water here. That is, oops. That is all done. Now this is gonna be, oh dude, I don't know. Let's just figure out where this needs to come down at and do it from there. Okay, cool. All right, and then, yep, that'll work out very nicely. That's petroleum. Cool. All right, so we've got everything hooked up. We're making Vulcanite. We're enriching it as well. Now, we do need to deal with this right here. We do need to deal with this freaking sand, man. Dude, there's so many byproducts. I mean, not like C-block or pyanodons or something, but there's still a lot. And not sure what we're going to do with the sand, honestly. I guess it's just going to freaking get shipped back to Novice alongside this stuff. This right here. What the frig is that for? That's for crushed Vulcanite, right? Like we need crushed Vulcanite. How does this work? I think we do this. Stop that. Right. Let's pick this up. So here's what's gonna happen. Oops. We're gonna just put everything in here, and then let's see. We're gonna output crushed Vulcanite only here, right? And then we're gonna do a splitter with priority going in that direction. There we go. And then this one is gonna cycle back into the system. And that should get prioritized back into the system. Okay, cool. And that should be making, yep, that's making enriched Vulcanite. Very cool. Now, this is not getting water down here, so we do need to deal with that. Let's see, this is water here. There we go. And then last but not least, wow, exactly enough pipes to do that. Holy cow. Okay, cool. So we got everything that we need. All the steam is getting output and dealt with, which is good. Obviously, we still can mine this out to increase Vulcanite production, but we don't need to do that just yet. And why is everything stopped? Oh, it's just waiting on output. Dude. Okay, and then let's see. We're gonna put a rocket silo. We're gonna give it a little bit of room. We're gonna put the rocket silo right down here. And this is, before I forget, this is going to Novice. This is going to core seam landing pad. Sick. And let's see. Actually, can we do something like this? Can we copy like this maybe? I don't know. All right, cool. We've got some conditions copied for that. So I think that is a good stopping point for the moment. We are pretty much done with our build for the moment. Obviously, we'll be able to expand this. Why is this not getting placed? There we go. Obviously, we'll be able to expand this this direction, especially with you know, increasing this crushing here. We do need to deal with this. Let's see here. So we have a bunch of stone. How many slots is this? So we've used 50 slots already, and we've made a handful of these. I have a feeling that our rocket is going to fill up pretty quickly. But in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to handle some, like, opening, I say. I don't know what you call it. Crushing, pulverizing some of these core fragments here to make, like, a small base. Like, we're going to have, you know, a small mall area that's going to be making bots, hopefully, and I forget how complicated bots are. They probably are more complicated than I think. But trying to make like a handful of things here that's going to make this base a bit more robust and self-sufficient. And, you know, being able to like fix things on the fly and whatnot, so on and so forth. Let's just extend this really quickly, and let's actually put it into a warehouse here. so we can just keep things moving, right? Keep the core seam miner going, generating resources, and so on and so forth. We should have a pretty decent amount of these pretty quickly. Like, this is pretty awesome, actually, not having to use any of this Vulcanite. And I would like, at some point, to mine out 1, 2, 3 more core seams here, but that is just not going to happen at this moment because of biters, and I just don't want to deal with all of that right now. But obviously that is the future, because that is reusable and is not going to run out, which is obviously what we want to have happen. Looks like we might even, well, we don't have freaking cliff explosives, because I was going to say this looks like it's pretty much full up. So I would like to paste another one of these, like right up here, to do even more of this enriching. But we can't do that yet, because, yeah. Why does this feel like it's going really slowly? Oh, we need some more productivity modules. Let me go grab those really quickly. But yeah, in any case, you know, there's a lot of things that we can do here that are gonna improve the quality of life at this base. Ooh, supply the character with 10,000 items. Didn't know I needed to achieve that still. Oh, right, because my achievements kind of got reset when I was working on some C-block stuff. But yeah, there's my productivity modules. Boom, productivity. But yeah, so can these just not export quickly enough, or what's up? Oh, no, they can, surely. Surely they can. But yeah, I would like to increase this in the future. And look at this. We already have 1,300 pyroflux that we've made from just pulverizing those core seams. So we'll definitely be able to make some rocket fuel out of that, which will be sweet. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of wandering aimlessly at this point and talking about nothing. You know, there's some exporting of things that we're going to have to handle and so on and so forth. But I'm super excited about getting some reusable resources here and not having to worry too much about things running out, or at least not as much. In fact, you know what I just realized? We probably can actually speed this freaking core miner up. I wonder if we can. Does it not get affected? It probably doesn't get affected by speed modules. We're about to find out, though. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Right. I don't see a speed bonus on this. That's unfortunate. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I think it's still just going as quickly as it was before. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the episode and where the series is going. I obviously am planning on eventually finishing one day. We're a ways away from that, but we are making some good progress, and the future is out there. So thank you guys for joining. If you liked the video and are liking the series, it'd be awesome if you could like the video and or subscribe to the channel. It really supports me, and I will see you all on the next episode.